So, my friends, here are we again for a better talk. And that's what we're doing here in my channel. I'm Nick, and I'm in my 50s, and I'm still in with fire in my heart and to search for better. And what I like to do is to study, understand life better, and apply it to my life and create a better life for myself and for the ones who are around me. And that can be in the small things, and that can be in the big things. And that's what I want to talk about today is how to be very big in the small things and why it doesn't matter. In one of my previous videos, I talked to you about the go-kart that Bob Proctor taught me. And the teachings I got from Bob Proctor, it was the importance of having a go-kart. And the reason that we use that go-kart is to have a tangible thing that's like our navigation system, and to be reminded every day and every time we read it and we touch it, our subconscious mind is like triggered to bring us back on track towards our goal. Now, in that video, we explained that you can better set goals that afraid you, like that you're getting that shivering on your back. Because if you set ambitious goals, or goals that really giving you a little bit that fear of will I reach it, will I be able to attain it, you don't know how, but you want to have it. Those goals are the pull goals. They're pulling you forward. They are not a duty. They're just bringing you closer and closer, or they're bringing you that energy that you want to do something. So there is a benefit in choosing ambitious goals, or goals that have like that little anxiety or feeling that you get when you think about them. Now, that being said, is often what I experience, and maybe you also experience that, is that if you set large goals, of big goals, that they tend to be so far away that it is even not possible for you to think about or to work towards it. And lately, I heard someone talking about friendships, and she said, "Well, the reason that I have great friendships is not because I woke up with a great friend. No, the reason I have great friendships is because I pay attention every day on small things." And that rang a bell. That gave me like that idea of, okay, that's what makes it more important, or that makes it more important, is that you're aiming for something big, but then you take the habit of being big in the small things, in the small actions that you do every day. And if you have ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, there Wallace Wallace also talks about doing things in a certain way. Or if you have read The Compound Effect, also there the author is talking about compounding the little things. And that's what I want to suggest today. This thing I'm paying more and more attention to is, how can I be big today in the small things? Because having that belief that if I'm big in the small things, that it will compound and I will get faster forward than to aim to have the big result. And just having that trust and that belief, the faith that if I do so, if I manage to be big in the small things, that the result has to be my end goal. And that's where in the past I could have done better. I could have done better in some project I had, some goals I had, is instead of aiming, always repeating the big goal, I want to have this, I want to have that, I want to be this, I want to be that, but not paying enough attention to the small actions, to the small things I'm doing every day to day. And I'm going back to that Science of Getting Rich. If you read it, he talks about doing things in a certain way. But that's, for a lot of readers, that's a secret thing. It's also something. What is he talking about? The certain way, acting in a certain way. And I found out when I was reading that, and reading it again and reading it again, is that acting in a certain way is acting with expectation or on purpose. Means that if I call a client, I just can call a client. But if I have the intention or the expectation that the client will pick up the phone, that he will be receptive for my call, that he will make the time to listen to me and that we can have a conversation, and I expect that the outcome of the phone call will be positive and bring us closer to my end goal is selling him an equipment. If I pick up the phone with that expectation and I act in that certain way, but with that expectation, with the faith, the likelihood that it will turn out positive is increasing enormously. And that's the same with if you have a friend or you have a family member and you you're engaging with someone or you're doing something and your expectation up front is positive, you will start to act in another way, in a different way. You will do the small things in a big way. You will pay more attention to the details. And if you start making those little shifts, you will see at the end of the day, the result is much better. And then you can see, well, you can be grateful for those little moments. That's what I want to give you today is be pay that attention on things. What can I do today? And a small thing, but do it in a certain way or in a big way, in a detailed way, in on purpose way. And if you find those actions and you start to create a habit out of it, I'm sure that you will advance. I've seen it in my life. If I can concentrate myself in a new project and now say, okay, the project is very big. I want to achieve this. I want to do that. I want to make that much money. But I'm not focusing on that, the end goal. I assume that the end goal is done by acting in the small things. And that's where we come to the teachings of Never Got It. You act as if it's already done. And if you act as if it's already done, you do the little things in a great way. I would like to hear from you if you have also noticed that if by paying attention to the details, by being more, by taking actions, small and big actions, with that expectation towards your end goal, if that makes a difference in the results. Like to talk to you, put it in the comments. And if you like this type of videos, don't forget to subscribe. It helps this type of channels, which are not the biggest one, but maybe the most friendly one. And what I want to share in this type of videos is what I learned from Bob, what I'm still learning without being the guru. I would rather be the friend that maybe you never had. So talk to you soon.